Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how I made this bee cake topper. Before we begin, don't forget to check out my other cake topper tutorials and subscribe to my channel for more. To make the bee's body, roll about 25 grams of yellow modelling paste into an egg shape. Flatten the bottom and then make the bee's stinger by carefully teasing out a small point with your fingers. Roll out some black modelling paste and cut out 2 strips. Ensure they're long enough to go around the body of the bee and then brush a little glue onto each of the strips. Stick the strips around the body, one just above the other, to create a stripe effect and trim with scissors. Form 2 pieces of about 3 grams of yellow modelling paste into 3 cm tubes. Flatten the ends that will attach to the body and form the other end into a foot. And then just check that they are both the same size. Once you're happy with your legs, stick them onto either side of the body. Roughly measure a piece of spaghetti to be the overall finished height of your bee and insert it into the body. You can always shorten it later if needed. Roll approximately 15 grams of yellow modelling paste into a ball and then flatten it slightly with your finger. Carefully press your fingers into the face to make indents where the eyes will be. Use the larger end of a bone tool to make the eye sockets. You want nice big eyes for your bee. Place 2 balls of white modelling paste into the eye sockets and flatten with your fingers. Use the large end of the bone tool to make a hole into the lower part of the eyes. Fill these new holes with a ball of blue modelling paste and flatten with your fingers. Use the smaller end of the bone tool to make holes in the lower part of the eyes. Make the eyelids by rolling 2 tiny pieces of yellow modelling paste into tubes, tapered at the ends. Ensure they are the correct size and use the brush to attach and shape them. To make the eyelashes, roll 2 tiny pieces of black modelling paste into tubes, tapered at both ends. Ensure they are the right length and using the brush, let the eyelids guide where the eyelashes go. You can even create a gentle flick at the end. Fill the holes that you made in the blue eyes with balls of black modelling paste. Flatten with the bone tool. To make the eyebrows, form 2 small tubes of black modelling paste and stick above the eyes. Next, take 2 very tiny balls of white modelling paste and stick them onto the top right of the blacks of the eyes. Flatten with the ball tool. Use the wide end of a Dresden tool to create a smile. Stick a tiny piece of pink sugar paste into the mouth. Make the nose by rolling some yellow modelling paste into a tiny ball and stick the nose onto the face. Adjust the shape of your head with your fingers. Once you're happy with the shape, place the head on the spaghetti, attaching it to the body. Use a little glue to secure. Use the thinner end of a Dresden tool to make holes for the antennae. Take 2 small pieces of black modelling paste and form them into about 1.5 cm tubes, thinner at one end. Make sure they fit into the antenna holes and shape them as you like. Then remove them and leave them to set. Make the stem by rolling a piece of green sugar paste into a tube. Stick it vertically down the middle of the body. To make the arms, form 2 pieces of about 3 grams of yellow modelling paste into about 3 cm tubes. Flatten at one end and then form a wrist and hand on the other end. Stick the arms on either side of the body. Model them so the hands are touching the stem. Cut out a flower for some pink sugar paste and stick it on top of the stem. Stick a tiny ball of yellow modelling paste into the middle of the flower and flatten with the bone tool. Now leave the bee to set overnight. Roll some white modelling paste into 4 balls, 2 about the size of marbles and 2 slightly smaller. Form these into flat tear shapes. And then flatten them further with a rolling pin. Mark veins onto the wings with the small end of a Dresden tool. Trim the ends of the wings so they will fit together neatly. And now you can stick them onto the back of the bee. You may need to hold them in place for a few seconds to fully adhere. Once the wings are secure, you can curve and shape them as you like. Now stick the antennae into the pre-made holes. As a finishing touch, you could also add a little blush to the cheeks with some edible pink dust. You only need to apply a tiny amount. Dab any excess dust off the brush onto a kitchen towel before you apply it to the cheeks. And now your little bee is made. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to check out my other ones, and please like, subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching.